Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing? It's Friday, free for all. Let's see what we can get into. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, being Friday, and you're ready to get started on some fun today. I've got a wide range of different stuff to do. Just see how it's going to go. But first of all, I'm going to go through my napkin pile here. I'm going to take it out of the container I keep it in. Let me move my drink over so I don't get it into the pile of napkins I've got. What I'm going to be doing is going through and seeing what winter ones and Christmas ones I have. To be honest, I don't know what I have or if I even have any. So we're going to go through those and see what I have. And I'm just going to kind of quickly go through them, maybe stop at one and look at it. Bring it out. There it has music for those who will listen, who listen. I like that. I'll put it aside. I'm not sure because of the flowers and stuff if it's very Christmassy, but I like the saying, so I'm going to put it aside. Put it over there. Let's see. Enjoy simple pleasures. I'm going to set that aside because I have a blue journal I'm working on, so I'm going to set that aside in a little pile there for that. And then here's another little one. It says keep life simple. Again, it has bees, bumblebees, and flowers on it, so it's not really Christmassy or wintry. But with the saying, something saying on it, I can kind of move around it, still keeping everything of the napkin, but just getting the message out of that. So I'm going to put it aside with this one. And then here's one for coffee, which I'm not sure if I want to put aside or not for coffee. Coffee for winter is good. Let me move some stuff over here. Okay. So I'm hoping to have a nice pile over there for winter. I'm not sure if we will though. And here's these flowers here. And what I'm doing right now is I'm checking to see how many plies there are in the napkin. Because most of these I have taken the extra plies out. And all I'm doing is wetting my thumb and one of my fingers, and it's keeping the extra. Let me put this down in the here. So I'm able to take off the backing of this napkin very gently because they will rip if you're not careful. So I'm just gently taking this off. And sometimes you will even have two plies, but you know, two plies of just the plain paper, plain napkin paper. It's came off real nicely. Then I am going to fold this up because it can be used for other things. And I am known to use these. Actually, we may use some of this today. I'm not sure yet. Put that over there. I'm going to refold this. I know I won't be using it today, so I will be putting it over here. Let's see what this is. Let's see. Looks like something I've used or was going to use. This is just, let me see. I'm going to look and see. Nope, this is just plain paper. I pulled off the napkin already and put it. I have used it. So let me put that over there with the plain paper. This, I've already taken the backing off of it. Really pretty. Again, not for winter. Already got the backing off this one. Again, it's kind of a cream color, but again, I'm not sure about it being for winter with all the flowers. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. Make sure my hands aren't wet. Again, just another napkin piece. Put over there. This looks like I worked with a napkin and saved a piece of it to be used in a, this is the type of stuff that you would use on a memory board, master board, that type of thing. So I'm going to put it aside with this stuff so I'll know where it's at. Here's this one. Again, butterflies, really not wintry. Another one with butterflies. Another piece, looks like I used one of those napkins and kept a piece of it, so I'll put it over here with this other piece. Let me check this to see if there's any extra paper on the back of it. There could be. I've used part of this, so let's see. Okay, I'm not feeling anything. It may just be extra thick napkin paper. I don't know about this one. It could be interesting, but for winter, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it aside, and that way I can think about it later on when I go to work with them. Here's a couple of birds. There we go. Some more butterflies. What is this? Okay, these are pieces. Can't really see them. Let me get me a piece of cardstock over here. It is white, but I'm hoping because of the colors it'll show up better. But it's a pretty blue with a mixture of colors, of purples and little white color. It really is not showing up as pretty as it is as far as on the screen. Let me try if I put another color under it if it would work better. Let's see. Not really, but a little bit. So that's something I may use some of this because it is, but it's kind of springy looking. No, I won't. Let me put this stuff aside. Okay. So we're not going to use any of this. We'll use it later on. What I am going to do, because there's about 3 or 4 of these, I will set one aside to go in with my decoupage stuff. I can use this to decoupage with or do master boards. Okay, here's one that says welcome. Let me get out. It says welcome on it. Flowers again, just not. A lot of spring and summer napkins is what I have. A lot of pretty flowers. And I decided just to do this today with y'all because why not? I was going to be doing this anyway, so I might as well do it on the live. And here's some bunnies. Looks like I have quite a few of these, which we'll save up for later on. Okay. And then here are these flowers with a bluish background, which I really like, even though they're not roses. They are pretty. The blue background on this is really pretty. So I think I will put this in with my blue roses, my blue rose journal that I have going. I'll keep that over there. Let me see how many of these I have. Quite a few. I didn't realize I had this many. Okay, I've got a whole stack of these, if not more. Hold on, those need to go over here. I've already seen we've got one piece over there. And I've got more of these. So if y'all want some butterfly napkins, let me know. It looks like I've got a handful of them. So just let me know. Or any, let me see about this. I've gotten these, actually it's in Happy Mail. And so I keep them, what I know I will use. I keep those. So that's the one you've already seen. Here's the butterfly. And this, let me see if I can show it. It's so faint. Maybe that'll help. It says you got this. I think it's really pretty, but would it fit in? There we go. That's why it was so hard to read. Here we go. I think I'll keep this for spring and summer because of the coloration of it. It's really pale, pastel color, so I won't keep that over there. Have some birds. Ooh, I like that. There's some birds here, which I won't be using. Now, these butterflies, I am going to put in with the things I'm going to be using for Christmas. Let me pull it up here so you can see the berries and the holly leaves and all that. I have a few of these, and I will be using them. Maybe not all of them, mind you, but I will put them all aside in case I get really happy with it and use it in a lot of different ways. Okay. Sure, this is a big one. There's some strawberries. There we go. Strawberries. Some more flowers. Let me open this up because it sure is pretty looking. Ah, this one had a second layer on it. I'll just gently. Well, no, it's part of the napkin, the whole napkin. Let me open this up. There we go. So that's the whole napkin there. Go ahead and put that back up. I won't be using it as far as in the Christmas paper. I'll save that for spring and summer. Okay. Here's this one. And here's some more bunnies. Let's see how many of these I've got. I've got, looks like 3 of these bunnies, and then some more of these flowers. I'm going to go ahead and set another of these flowers over here because they're so pretty. And then here's this flower. And then this is interesting. It looks like it could be, let me see if this has another layer on it. No, it's not showing it that. Okay, this is kind of interesting. For fall, it would be a great fall. But winter, I don't think so. It's just I'm not feeling winter with this. I'm feeling more fall. So I'll put it aside for next year. Here's this little one. And here is this. More butterflies and birds. I like butterflies and flowers and stuff like that. That's why I have so much of this. This is not anything of what I used to have. Sent a lot of my things off in Happy Mail, and then I started getting more, and I started saving them instead of sending them off because I decided that I would probably use them now more than I would have earlier. This is not a blue rose, but it is a rose, so we'll put it over here. And here's another rose. Put that right over there. Try to be gentle with this. There we go. Real pretty flowers. I'll go ahead and put this over here. Another rose. What we'll do is, because it looks like there's 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them. I'll put one over here. And then I'll put the rest over here to use in somebody's Happy Mail, or if I decide to use more of it, then I know where it's at. And here's some more with roses on it. Real pretty. I'm not going to make a big pile over there of roses. I know there's a lot in here, so I will come back when I'm ready to work on that. Let's see here. I have this here. Now this would be pretty. I will use it for Christmas if it were in the kind of Christmassy colors. It'd be real cool for that. I would have liked it. And then again, the same blue roses that I already have over there. So I will put these over with this pile. Now this blue napkin is just really pretty. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and put it with my blue roses. Hello, Julie. How are you feeling, girl? I didn't know if you were going to be able to join me or not. Thank you for coming in. I'm just going through my napkins and pulling out things that I think I will use for winter and just basically see what I have is what I'm doing. Pulling stuff out for winter and whatnot, finding that I don't have much as far as winter goes so far anyway. You're getting there. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you were able to join me today. So Lisa's out blowing leaves is what she sent me a message and said she was outside blowing leaves. Here's some more flowers. Here is a kitty cat. Look at that. And that is going in my pile for roses. Got a rose pile over there, and that's where that cat's going. These I have pulled out the different panels of it that had the backing on it. So that's why they're real thin. This I have used in something. You're watching me on TV. Oh goodness gracious! And commenting on your phone in the recliner. Well, good. At least you're relaxing. That's good. This has been used, so I will probably put it over there. Well, at least part of it. Hold on a minute. Let's put the piece that we haven't used any of. Let me just score this down here with some water. Then I will take this apart. I will leave this with the rest of the napkins, and because you're fine. This is kind of torn up. I will use it for decoupage, for master boards, and that type of thing. Yeah, Lisa's out with her husband doing some yard work, and she messaged me earlier and said she wasn't going to be able to make it. She may pop in. I was having problems with YardStream, so that's why I'm just on YouTube only today. This you may not be able to see. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that helps. There we go. A little swan with a little crown on. Again, not something I would use for winter, but coming back to it, I would use it for something else. Definitely. Another one of those. Some butterflies. Open that up. Here's that one. There's this one. Here is this one. Now I'm kind of thinking on this one for some reason. A part of me is like it would be really cool for winter, but I'm not sure. So I'm actually going to put it in my winter pile and look at it again. So I'm going to put that over there. Got some roses again with a butterfly. Here's this one. Let me open it up because I think it's one of those. Whoops. Sure does. It has a backing, so let me go ahead and gently take that off. And when we save these, because you can do decoupage with them, you can stamp on them. I've actually stamped and colored the stamp on tissue paper like this. So, you know, there's nothing you can't do with this stuff. If you can do it with a regular napkin, you can do it with the backings. Okay. Put them there. There we go. Just get that one out and let you see it. Yeah, I do too. I don't have a lot of little words. I have a lot of bigger stamps, not big stamps, but about this size with writing on them, different sayings. So I've got some that are words, and I'm going to be looking into those. And here's this one. As this pile gets bigger, I will probably be shifting it back to what it stays in. I have this, and I'm thinking very seriously of putting it aside in the winter things because just a bandana look for it. And a lot of people use bandanas during the winter. Then again, it could be a spring thing too. Let me see if there's any additional anything on this. Let me see. Yes, there is. Let me see if there's two. Let me see if there's two on this one. No, it looks like there's only one. So let me find out. It looks like there could be another one, but it's not coming off as easy. Wanting to come up as easy as this one did. So I will try again to see if it wants to come up. If not, then I'll leave it alone. I'm not going to take a chance and pull it and then it rip the whole entire napkin up. I've had that happen. There are many different ways to check this. I know other people use tape. I do it once in a while, but like right now, yeah, I'll just kind of do the wet thumb and see if it'll come up. But I'm thinking, I don't know. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the winter and see what I come up with later on. This one's different. And it may have some layers on it too. Let's see. Kind of different. I see it kind of wintry. You don't like the satisfaction any of it with tape? No. I will wet my fingers, put them together, and there you go. Okay, were y'all able to see that? I just put my fingers here and come apart. And that's how I do it. Go ahead and flip it over gently. Go. And what will rip is going to be your edges. So you have to be very careful right around the edges because that's where it seems to sometimes, that are in your very center, that corner, very center corner will get you sometimes too if you're not careful. I think I'm going to set this aside. Because of the darkness of it, I think it may work. But then again, I may not find. Yeah, I know, Julie, isn't it? I wouldn't be able to. I just don't know if I'm going to use that or not. But I want to put it aside. Yeah, success. I was able to do it without ripping it up. That's good. So here's this one. I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way. Get my little container here. And then there's this one. These, whisk me away. These are cooking for cooking. It would really be good in a recipe journal. If you were making a recipe journal, these would be great. Just perfect for one. But I don't cook, so they would be not something that I would use more likely. So they would be going into Happy Meal. These would go into Happy Meal for someone that I know would use them. And again, another butterfly. I'm going to keep these separate. Put them over here with these. And then we can know that if somebody comes up, at least I have it up top instead of the middle of all the flowers and stuff. And another blue rose one, which I believe we have one of these over there. So I will just keep it in the pile. Now, if you do a travel one, this would be a very cute napkin. I I don't see myself doing a travel journal, but if anybody is, let me know and I will get this to you. Yeah, and Julie, since you're here, this is something you get to get to do. If you like using my napkins, and let me know, and I'll set it aside for you and mail them out to you. And that's one of the joys you get when you're here with me live is that you get to pick stuff. If I'm playing with something and you really think, oh, I like that, let me know. Well, that's all you got to do is let me know. So is there any napkins so far you've seen, Julie, that you'd really like? All you got to do is let me know. I'm going to set this one aside with the cook ones because they are kind of specialty journals who would want that. Then I have, you have a ridiculous amount of napkins too, huh? I'm telling you, us crafters, we have a lot. And then here's this one. Okay, let's see if you can see it better now. Yeah. This ice cream one, I don't know what I'll do with it. But so there's going to be a kid one. You know what, guys? Do you know the prayer journals I did with the kids, the little kids prayer journals I did? This may be something I could put in one of those to kind of give it a little liveliness on one of the pages. If nothing else, then at least the sprinkle part of it. I am actually going to set that aside. Put it over here with the stuff that I'm going to use. And here's some seashells. Let me see if I can pick it up. This has been used. I know the rest of this napkin was used on something else years ago. I've had this one a long time, I know. Put that there. Some fish. Okay, this, which I think would be really cool on in a journal. Or I mean, if it were just a little more wintry, if it just had a Christmas tree on it, it'd be great. One of those trucks had a Christmas tree on it, it'd be great. But so really for me, it's more of a spring, fall napkin. Let me go ahead and do that. And this is another one I have. I was thinking the same thing. I was about to pull that out. It could go in that little kid's journal for fish. Let me put it over there. Sure did. And there's this one. Now this one I haven't even opened up. Put you up there because I know I'm going to use you. I haven't even opened this up. So I'm going to, y'all get to see me open this up live on air. Let me see if I can find out where it's opened up at. Open it from the bottom. Yes. Let me pull this out here. Ooh, I don't like sticky when I'm trying to pull out a napkin. No, I don't want it. Alright, that works. Put the plastic off so I can gently bring it out. No sticky. Yay. Whoops, let me shut this door. I thought I'd shut it, but it's wide open. There we go. It works. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open it up. See how many plies I have in here of it. Oops. Okay. Come on. I know there's 2 plies. Come on. Actually, there are 3. There's 3 plies to this. And when you're doing this with 3, that means I've got 2 here. There are 2 plies in this. So I'm going to be very gentle with it because, and you'll notice when you have different napkins, if there's 2 or 3 plies, the first ply, this ply right here, let me get it up here so you can see it. Let me put it a little more. You see how you can see the outline of the butterfly? I will toss this one and keep the outer one because it's going to be white and be more usable. Yeah, it just has a hint of the pattern. And even like if you go and you want to put something on it, like if you wanted to, use it on something, it really doesn't show up. I mean, even what I'm going to do now that you said that, Julie, I am actually going to set it aside and see how it does in a masterboard and see if it will actually show up under the, with other things around it, or with glue on top of it. I will set this aside. Let me go ahead and get them separated. I'm not going to do that now. I already did one. Let me put this aside then. Okay. Here is this one. Let me just open it up like that. And this one is definitely a Christmas one, a winter one for me. Hanging with my gnomes. I wish I had some more gnome stuff. I really do, because they're so dang cute. They're just so stinking cute. It's not even funny. So yes, I will be using this. I will put it over here. With the stuff I know I'll be using. This is another package I haven't opened, but it is. I know what it is. And these are thick napkins. There's only 2 of them here, and you can tell how thick this package is. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to leave it alone because I know what's in here, and I don't have to think about it. Here's another one of these butterflies. Real pretty butterflies. Here's this rose napkin. It will go over with my rose things. Put that over there. This one looks like watercolor. And I must have done something with it because there's one piece missing. But it's just beautiful. I really like this. Will I use it in something? Yeah, but will I use it right now? I don't think so. I don't think so yet. And if you look at it really good, even though it's 2 separate, in the center here, it's like a butterfly. It's just so cool. So I will use this, but I will use it gently. kind of wishing you could find some more of it because this was probably given to me in Happy Meal. Then I have this. See what this is, a doily. Or a piece of a doily, I should say. This came in Happy Meal. Let me see if you can see the gold better. Let me put it up there. It is gold. Not bright gold, kind of a muted gold, but still gold. That's better. You can get a better look at the gold there. Then I have this that looks like a very fancy napkin. Just fold that back up. And this little thing is going to be used. I may only use one part of her, one sheet, because I think there's 4. Let me see. Yeah, there's 4 of them. So I will use one. I will probably just use one. Yeah, didn't it look like an embroidered hanky? It really does. It's really pretty. And here's this little angel, which will be going in with my gnomes over here. And then here's a birthday cake, which I'll put over there. There's this one. Let me open it up and see if there's anything else in this one. Isn't it pretty? Isn't that angel pretty? Let me open this up and see. No, it's just these. Okay. There. Okay, here's this one here. And then I know I found one sheet, if not more, of these butterflies, these winter butterflies. Let me put them like this. That way y'all can see them better. I do have a couple. Let me see how many of these I've got. 1, 2. I have a few of these. So if Julie, if you would like one of these, let me know. And I can send you one of these definitely. Because I do have 4. I have 4 of these. I'm going to set that aside and see if you want it or not. Here is some lovely mushrooms, which will be really cute later on, you know, after we get through winter. Open this up. Pretty butterflies. Okay. Not a problem. I can understand that because the only reason I was thinking about it was because they are Christmas, because that is holly and the holly berries on that side. That's why I was asking. And here is this one. Let me open it up. I believe I've opened this one up before, but I'm not sure. Let me get this opened up. Yeah, I've opened this up because of the way I remember the way it looks. So that means I have 2, if not more, of these, which is okay. What I will do is when I go to use them, I will go ahead and water this. Let me get it down to the camera here. I will water this up and go ahead and take it off, and then use the panels that do have the flowers on them. This is really cool. I don't know how it's going to show up, but I am willing to share a panel. So if you like it a lot, I will share a panel of this. It is silver. Let me see, it kind of glistens a little bit. It depends on how the light hits it. But sorry about that, I'm shaking here. So that it's beautiful. I really like this stuff. But like I said, this is going over for the Christmas stuff, and I will share a panel. Definitely, I'll be willing to give a panel. And then here's this. Put that over there. Here's some ocean. Let me see. Open it up and see if it's the same thing. Yeah, it is. Pretty much the same thing. Another butterfly. We have this one here. Bumblebees in it. So that'll be really cool come spring. Then fall, we have this one, which is really darling. I really think that is so cute. And here's this one here. There's that one there. Here's another one with a car. Here's some lemons. Yep, same thing. Put it up like that so y'all can see. Here in the office now. I'm sure the hubby was not too impressed at looking at the. This is the first time since your back started that you started playing. Well, that's good. Just make sure you're not overdoing. Just take it slow. Take it slow. And it looks like I have 3 of these. So if somebody watching looks at something and says, "Oh, I like that," message me, and we will figure out which one it was you were wanting. Okay. Yep. Mm. This is just it says Kathy Ireland Expressions, and it's just a plain regular. I have used this before because I had quite a few of them, and I just used these panels and was above that. So, and they're pretty cool, especially if you're just looking for some additional, trying to think of the word I'm wanting, kind of a feel of something. You just want a little bit more expression on something that helps. No, I'm going to keep it there. Oops, 2 or 3 there. Here's this one. Yeah, that's exactly the word I was looking for. Julie, was texture. It looked like it has a lot of texture to it. And a part of me is like wanting to use it for the winter, but I keep thinking that's more fall. So I think I'm going to keep it over there because I don't want to use things that then I go, oh man, I wish I had kept that for fall. This is pretty cool. Oh, nice little napkin. We have this one. And this will be good. This is a real good collage one because it has that not steampunk. It has the old the journal types, scrap journal type, junk journaling, because it has that number. It has like a stamp there. It has other things going on. So it would be cool in a junk journal. I'm going to go ahead and open this up because it looks like the back may be something different. There we go. This one. It's kind of like the gold leaf stuff right here. And this is 2019 Zoom In Focus on Jesus Vacation Bible School. So this was done. This was done up for somebody's vacation Bible school. Really cool with the animals and stuff if you were doing an animal journal or a safari type journal or even a Christian journal for the vacation Bible school. This would be so cool. Real cool for that. And here are these. Now we're getting some of the older ones because they're on closer to the bottom of the pile here. So they're going to be my older napkins. Let's see. There you go. This I have this one square left and I just can't use it. It's too cute. It's so I just can't use it. It's been sitting here for years and it may sit here for years longer. Rejoice in the Lord always. I do have two of those, so I'll put one over here. I'll put this one over here. I might have more in that. No, just those two. Some bumblebees. Another Kathy Ireland. I've used this in a Bible, in my Bible journal. I've used some of these. That's why it looks kind of raggedy. It's because I've been trimming on it, getting stuff off. Put those little ostriches there. Then I have another ice cream cone with one of these. Look, the little emus. They could be. I thought they were ostriches. They could be. They look like ostriches then to me. Let's see. Let me get it up closer to the camera. Could be either one. I don't know what an emu is. Is he an ostrich? I don't know. And then here's another. Here is another napkin. Ice cream napkin. Now this one is going in with my Christmas stuff. I didn't even know I had this one. Let me see what it says. Christmas is loved with all the trimmings. Let me go ahead and put her up closer so y'all can see her. Little kitten there. You have emus there? How fun. This looks like it's just pink napkin. I'm going to put this aside. With some birds. Let me get it closer so you can see the difference in them. Really cool looking. Hollywood Hobby? Could be. You're in the wrong pile. You go back over there with the Christmas stuff. But isn't that cute? New Hobby, Hollywood Hobby? I think it's cute. It goes over here with my winter Christmas stuff. And then here's another one of those silver napkins. Holly Hobby. Yep. Could be Hobby. Oh, no, I haven't gotten there. Yeah, Holly Hobby. But here's another one of those silver ones. And then I've got, let me see if no, it's the same thing on both sides. And I've got one of these little cats. No, autocorrect probably didn't. It has a line of its own. The autocorrect does. see what else we have here. We got some bunnies. Looks like I got quite a few bunnies here. Okay, and this is just the other side of them. So I'll go ahead and show you that. That's just the other side of this one. Some bunnies and some sunflowers. So that's gone through all of our napkins here. Yeah, the bunnies are cute. Let's go through all our napkins here. I've got some set aside for my blue rose book and actually it's blue roses, but I'm using all kinds of different colors of roses. My think about it pile, or if somebody wants something because they're doing a journal of that, I'm going to set this aside because there may be somebody. I'll put it out there on Facebook and see if there's anybody doing a journal that would take those, that would like them. And then this is our pile that we would use for our winter stuff. Okay, so let me put these aside here. I'll get a hold of them after we're done here. So here's what we have left. We have the Holly Hobby, little winter one. I went ahead and kept Rejoice in the Lord always. You have a bunny stamp. I don't know that I have a bunny stamp, to be honest. I don't remember. I'd have to check my stamp book. We kept one of these, one of the silver ones for this. Now I have two or more of these, and I'm not going to use them all, so I am going to I'll put one here and put the rest away. We have our little angel, and she is the same on all four sides. We have our gnomes. And they're the same on all four sides. You can just put them like that. We have our fish. We have one ice cream cone that we're going to use on a children's journal, which I am going to put aside. Go ahead and put it back in there for when I'm doing that. We have the black and white pieces here that we thought would be cool. I have this piece here that I'm on the fence about. I mean, I don't know if it's the blue that's kind of driving me that it could be for winter, but the flowers are just kind of throwing me off. So I think I'm going to just put this back in the box with the rest of them. Then there's this. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Oops, here's another. Let me go ahead and get this one out. Here's a coffee one. Actually, it's two pieces. I've got two pieces of it, and I'm going to try not to rip it because I did take all the backing off of it. And after you get the backing off these, they're very fragile. They're very easily they'll rip. So I'm trying to be very careful with them. This one I'm on the fence about only because I've used one piece of this on something. But I just like it. That's why I'm kind of on the fence about it. If I could make it work in a crisp, in a winter journal. But if nothing else, I can take this other piece right here and go ahead and get it off and use it in a master board, which is exactly what I think I'm going to do. Because I just really, it caught my eye really quickly today. Let me do that real quick. Water pen, water brush, should say. And it just gently pull on it and it comes right apart. making sure I'm not pulling too hard. That way, if for some reason the water didn't get that far or something, or I didn't brush it good enough, it won't rip it. Yeah, and you can get so close when you're doing different things. I want to say when you're when you're scrappy cutting, but usually I don't. You can't do this on paper, which I wish you could, because I would do fussy cutting with this. I really would, instead of just ripping around it. But there we go. There. So I'll put the rest of this away in the bucket. They go in, and this will go on a master board, which we may or we may not do today. I don't know yet. I've got a lot of stuff out. What did I do with this lid? Okay. Let me put my lid on my water. That way I don't get stuff everywhere. Here's this. And those I'm gonna do later on. Now, I have some choices here. Let me put these over here because we're going to be using them. I have some tags here. This is what they look like. Just hanging, big. Well, actually, they're big. What did I do with my measuring tape here? They are from the top of it to the bottom. They're 5 inches. So they're 5 by about 3.5, maybe. Let me see. Not quite 2.5. 2.5. 2 and 3. 3 and a fourth. 2 and a fourth. Yeah. So they're really cool. I was thinking about doing some just doing some napkin pieces on here and seeing gluing them down, or I can grab. Oh, I was just going to use some cardstock. You could use some cardstock and use it as a master board and try to put some of those napkin pieces and stuff on here to where we could do that. What do you think you want to do, Julie? You have any ideas of what you want to do? Because it doesn't matter to me. It don't matter to me. That's why Fridays for me are so laid back, because it doesn't matter what you do. You just have a good time doing it. Let me get some of this stuff pulled back up. I do have my Christmas stamps out if we decide we want to do some stamping. Let's see what else I have over here. Okay, I have that pattern here. Do the master board? Okay. Okay, I'm going through and seeing what is just plain white paper and what has got stuff on it. So we can go ahead and glue it down. Now we did decide, let me pull this up here. We did decide that we wanted to try one of these. Let me see if they can see it. You can't really see it. I thought we could try one of those that we could see through. It may be under here still. Here's the blue that we kept a piece up to do on a collage. Here is this bird. I want to do this bird separately, maybe over here. I don't know yet. We'll discuss that when we get to it. What I'm looking for is that piece that we set aside that had the faint pictures on it. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see it. Now, I don't see it on this. Let me see. Let me see if there's another plot of this. There may be. Yep, there is. Okay, let me separate these. Okay, you see there's a little hole in it already. If you can't see it, let me put it down here. The sides of it caught. So I'm gently pulling this aside. Then I'm going to look and see if I can tell which one may be the shadow. This one is the shadow, but you can't see it. We'll put it next to the white. Can't see it. I mean, it's actually blue roses. Let me pull this up here, over here. Let me see if y'all can see it or not. I can faintly see a design, faintly. And it's not even showing up on the camera. So, we will just set these aside. What I'm going to do with these is after we get this stuff that's already got designs on it, I'm going to go through. Can't stamp them and then put them on there. They will have to dry, and then I can put them on there. Then I'll put them on the master board. So that's what I think I'm going to do with all of this white backing, is just put it on the master board. Here is the one we were discussing right here. See if you can see the butterfly. I'm going to try and see how this butterfly, let's see how it'll do. Let me get the stuff that I know I may work on with something else. I'm going to go ahead and put it long ways in the box where we don't get it messed up. But you can see the butterfly. You can see that lets me, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go around it, kind of square it out, and then I'm going to put it on this board and see how it does. Let me see if there's another ply behind it. I don't think there is, but you never know. Let me check. And there is. There is another ply behind this. So let me gently take this apart. Now, will we be able to see it now? I don't know. I do not know. It may even be clearer now after we get this off. Let me see. Hate edges. Okay. Collect them at all. Mm-mm. Come on. Alright guys, I am seeing it very pale. I mean, it pelted out even more. Let me get it taken care of here, and I'll show it to y'all. That's the fun of working with napkins. You never know how many plies there are, or what you're going to be able to work with. And I have been prone to toss these that have that faint picture on it, but let's see if we can get it on a master board and have it, give it some life. Let me put that up there. I know I'm taking a lot longer doing this, but when you start getting to the fine piles like this, it is so much easier to rip this stuff up. And because of what we're doing, I don't want to rip it if I can help it. Okay, this is just plain white. Put it over here. And let's put this down. Let's see. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let me see if I can y'all see it? It's right here. Very vaguely visible. Taking off that second ply. The other ply behind it really made it even more translucent. But we will try. We will try to get them off and put them on here. Do you know what? Hold on a second. Wait just a second. We put this pink on top of it. Below it, I mean. I'm putting the butterflies on top. Let me try to get my hands together here. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. Can you see the faint outline of the butterflies right here? Very faint. I was hoping the pink would kind of pop them out, but it really isn't. I don't think, to be honest with you, after I wet it down, put glue on it, and get it put down, that we're going to see anything. I think the glue is going to cover it up, but we can try. I mean, it's a master board. It's not going to hurt anything if for some reason it doesn't work. Nothing, we haven't lost anything. If anything, we gain these butterflies if we can salvage them. Salvage them. It's good. Let's see. Dang, that didn't work. Went to take them off this paper and I couldn't even see where they were. Okay. Let me brush this good. Brush that good. You gotta work not quickly, but fairly gingerly, but kind of quick because this water will dry. And if it dries, then it rips. Okay. We got some more butterflies over here, so I'm going to try to get all I can. You can even see the stems of the flowers that were there. But I'm not going to mess with this. I'm going to try to get the butterflies as much as I can. There we go. And I'm probably going to leave them just as they are in this square. I don't see not leaving them like this, because if we fussy cut them, I think it leaves more of the chance of them just getting covered up because we can't see them. So I'm going to kind of leave a little bit more. Okay, I know you're sticking to the cardboard, to the cardstock. Don't give me a problem here. There we go. There we go. So that's got us 2 butterflies to play with and see how they do. Go ahead and put this over here out of the way. Put my lid on my pencil for right now. Let me go ahead and show you these. See if y'all can find them easier now that I've got it away from everything. There you go. You can see them a little bit easier now that it's not all together. They're a little easier to see. Barely, but you're still able to see them. What I'm going to do now is get some stuff out of our way. Get those out of our way, we don't need them. Get this out of the way, we don't need it. I'm going to get some tacky. Let's try. Nope, I don't want to do that. Because sure as I'm breathing, that sucker will rip if I try just regular stick glue on it. Sometimes you can use stick glue on a napkin and it'll be just fine. But because of how thin this is, I want to stick with watered down glue. Some tacky glue in here. There we go. Push that down, put you there. And what I'm using is a fan brush. Very softly. Let me grab me a paper. Let me just grab me a towel over here. Here we go. Here's a rack. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water on this. I'm going to mix it in with this glue. Now, I'm going to go ahead and center this. Kind of sort of center it, but just kind of get some glue. I'm trying to get to where I'm not in the shadow here. So I'm going to tell where I put glue down at. And I'm going to stick it right in the middle of that. Oh, I like it already. Let me water this glue down some more. It's too thick. Yeah, and I have that, and I forgot all about it, Julie. I really did. I have some, but mine is, yeah, it's clear too. I have some white too that I like to use, but let me try this. I'll tell you right now, it is showing up better, just from what I'm seeing now. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing or not. Trying to go from the center out. This is a new brush, so I don't know if I'm going to end up with any bristles coming out of it or not. Center this one. Kind of wipe it down. Yep. You go from the center because that way you don't end up. I might end up with some lumpies, but if you go from the center, you usually don't. You can usually fan those out if you start in the very center of it. Interesting. Add this over here. Now that I got the center wet, damp and everything, I can go now and go through and pick up the other stuff here. Get those antennas done up. Now that I got it pretty much glued, I mean, the sides aren't glued down, but let me put this up to the camera. You can see them a lot better now. This bottom one still is kind of, it's separated for some reason. As soon as the paper fell out, kind of opened up, it's like the butterfly went, but it's really looking, they're coming out, which I'm very happy about because I was not sure that they would, but they are. So that lets me know that I can do this with other stuff too. When I go taking care of, doing some other napkins that you can use the ones with the little shadow on it. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put this other one down right here. Get the center of that done. Get the center of this butterfly. Let me get that. Center of this butterfly. get this here. Now, I did not brush the whole piece of paper. I wanted to get the butterflies and see how they would look first, and then get them down. And then I can go ahead, since I've got them down, then I can go ahead, and if there's any lumps, that's okay. If there's lumps like this one over here, that's okay, as long as the butterfly is smooth, as long as we're getting that visual that we were looking for. This wing over here is giving me a little bit of a hassle. Let me get a little more over here. Let me get some water in this. It doesn't really take very much at all to get this down. So that's got us 2 butterflies down, 2 sets of butterflies. Let me show you the second set here. There you go. Like I said, I have not done the edges around them. I'm going to go do that now, then I will set up another piece here to do. You put a little more glue in this. A little more glue. Put that there. So here. Oops, I almost put it in there with my big water jug. Get this here. Some of the water down here. Let me get some of this water down and mixed up here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and lay this down. That way we don't have to worry about it coming up and whatnot when we're doing the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a brush over and get this napkin down. Gently going over the butterfly again just to make sure it's stuck and it's not going anywhere. Plus giving it a little extra of the water glue to where when we go to do other pieces, I think it'll help us not lose them. With the added glue on them, we'll be able to do other things around them and on them without causing a lot of issues. Here we go. Now, because this is wet and I don't want to pull on it very hard, that's why I'm using this brush. This fan brush, because it's very light. It will, and I'm not going to mess with this anymore. Because if I mess with it too much, you will rip that paper. If it's not dry, you'll rip that paper messing with it too much. The tissue paper will just rip. So I will go on to another section, go up here and do this one, and then we will add other stuff and leave these areas alone and let them dry good. Now, I did not put any glue underneath this one. Underneath the first one I did. I went ahead and put some glue down first. I did not with this one. I think you can do it either way. I don't think it's that big of a deal to do it one way or another because they're both coming out beautifully. Whoops. I almost went too hard on that butterfly. Let me gently get that bubble out of there. There we go. Gently on that butterfly. Gently. And if the paper does rip, on the outside, go ahead and use your finger. Like, you see right here, it's trying to lift it up. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. There's, let me move it up here. See how it's trying to lift up here? Just go ahead and smooth it. Or if you can't smooth it with a brush, go ahead and smooth it with your finger. I'm looking at it now, and this part right here is up. Didn't get any glue, so I'll set it back down and get some glue on this and gently pull it down. If you get a bubble, go the opposite direction, and it generally will pop it out. There we go. I'm not touching that anymore because it's too close to wanting to rip. I'm trying to smooth it out because it is really. Okay, that's got those done. Let me show you how they look. Done up. And once it dries, I think it's going to look a lot. If you get in the shadow, you notice in the shadow how you can really see it. We'll put a shadow on it. It's not doing it. But it looks really good. I think they're going to show up really well. I really do. Let's get some of these pieces on here. I think I like this flower piece. Put it like right here in this corner. And I'm going to wet my brush down. I am going to put glue on this, on the back, before I lay it down, because maybe it'll lay better. I'm not sure. It may stick. I don't know. I've done it so many different ways that I'm kind of trying. I haven't done this in a long time. I have not done anything with napkins. It's been a few, I don't know, can't say years, a few months. I know that much. And then it was more, I used a glue stick. I did not use regular, just wet glue. I used a glue stick on it. That was in my Bible journal, which I may bring out next Friday. It really depends on what comes up, I should say, because Fridays for me, they're what I put on there is free for all. Is pretty much what they are. I more than likely don't know what I'm going to do until I come on and ask you guys I'll give you some ideas of what I've got out and see what y'all might want to do. Now that I got it down, I'm going from the center and gingerly, just very gently brushing it out, making sure if there's any thing that kind of tries to bulk up, you gently brush it out. I have to give me some more water in this. Like I said, the last time I did this was with a glue stick, so I haven't done it like this in a long time. Not since I figured out you could do it with a glue stick. And I just haven't done this, but I feel I get a better results doing it like this than you do with a glue stick. I feel like, I may be totally wrong, but as far as what I have seen working with it, I tend to get it. It tends to be a little more manageable, I guess. Less likely to rip. Let's put it that way. Less likely to rip it. If you're using a glue stick, the chances are you're going to rip it. It's going to rip on you. Let's see here. You don't want to rub it You want to just glide it on there. Because once again, you even gliding it, if you go too hard or you put too much water or too much glue, it's going to rip. Napkin paper is just so. Now, I've never worked with rice paper, but I have heard working with rice paper is pretty much the same thing. That's very, um, you have to use it very gently. That's what I've heard. Now, I could be totally wrong. I don't know. I've never used it. Okay, now I have a lot of bubbling here, so I'm going to try and brush it out. And it's not, but that's okay because it's a master board. Nobody's really going to pay attention. And being in junk journaling, it adds character. So there's that. Something there. And like I said, I'm just working around where I haven't anything at all, anything to where I can get some other pieces in here. What else do we have? Put this over here out of my way. I need it, but I don't need it. Okay, another butterfly, but we have plants. I don't think we want the plants. I like just the butterfly. Put that in water. Okay. Do it on here. Put it there. Sorry about the clank noise there. Pick this up for a little bit. Get it to move. There we go. There we are. Now I will put this aside because I can use it somewhere else. They're pretty. They're so beautiful. You can't use. I understand that, Julie. I have some really, Julie. I understand it, Julie. I understand. Some things are just too pretty to use, and you're sitting there going, "Why am I not using this stuff?" It's not doing anybody any good in a drawer or in a container of some sort or another. You run across it every once in a while, but you got it to use. And I'm talking to myself right now because I've got stuff that I think are so pretty I don't want to use it, but that's what I got it for, was for it to be used. And to be seen, for me to easily, once you do it, you can, once you use it on something, then you know that it's just, yeah, I'm with you. It's taking space up for something else we could love. But like some of these little napkins are so stinking cute, and I know I don't have another one, and the chances of finding another one are slim to none. So they would not be used on anything except maybe in a journal that I'm keeping for myself. Let me get this going here. Now this is going to show up real good because it is part from the napkin itself. It is not the backing of it. So it's going to show up really nicely. Have to give me some more glowing water. Using it up. I'm trying not to brush in the same place. Trying to make sure it's got water and glue on it, and then go on. Ooh, I really did put a lot of glowing water on this because it's still damp. Yeah, it's still damp. I'm gonna have to kind of watch the areas I go to because this is gonna take a little while to dry. I have a feeling. That's okay. We got a lot of room still that we can play with. Let's see. Just gonna rip me off. Let me check something right quick. See if there's another. I think there's another layer to this one too. And there is. Let me put this in the bucket of water. Mm-hmm. That's true. That is very true, Julie. You could use that paper for that, and you won't feel bad for using it because it's being using it for personal. You're not using it for the world to. You're not putting in a master board or anything like that. Oh, this sucker is stuck on here. I hope the whole napkin isn't like this, but I have a feeling it's going to be. I mean, it seems to be coming apart pretty well. You hear it? Yeah. The whole entire napkin has this texture to it that I'm having to be very careful at taking them apart. This may by that may be why I haven't taken it apart, is because of how textured it is. Let me see if I can't get this to kind of lay flat and pull it from both sides here. Now you can see through this one too, but you can only see the real dark areas. I'll show you when I get done here. We're coming through. There we go. Let's see if you can see this. Where the dark areas on the paper was, you can see kind of the outline of the dark places. This is something that I will not, because there's nothing there. Like there's not a butterfly, there's not a flower, there's nothing there. Would it be worth my time to go through and go ahead and kind of try to lift some of that off and put it down here? It could. I mean, I could do it, but I'd rather have the original. I'd rather have this on there. I have that original on there. So I'm going to put this aside and play with it later, but because we've already got some of that type of paper on here, I don't want to put too much because we're going to be, with stamping and whatnot, I think we're going to lose some of this anyway. I'm hoping we don't. I'm going to try very hard not to. Now, I'm just going to rip off some of this is all I'm doing, is I'm just going to rip some of it off, put it over there. Now, it's real flimsy. I mean, you notice that it was laying flat, and now it's not. Now it's turning because of the way I had to pull it off. Let me just lay it down like this. Maybe it'll behave itself. Let's see, I need more glue. Let's get some more glue. Get some of this glue in this water. Get it watered up. Go. Get this going here. Now, okay, that's doing good. It's actually drying quickly. So I'm going to go down here. I tend to work on edges first. I don't know why, corners and edges, because if I'm not careful, I will work my way around from the center out, and then I have these little places that just never get anything. Let me go ahead and wipe this down on here. I don't know how much I'll need. And put this, I am going over the edge because after we're done, I can always trim that off. That does make sure that the edge is covered. Get this here. That is a little too much. A little too heavy. Let me get some more water in here. Yes, I can tell Lisa that you missed her. She is on. You're on Facebook, aren't you, Julie? You can message her and let her know. She's on Facebook. But yes, I will definitely let Lisa know. Yeah, Lisa's on Facebook. You can message her. That way, y'all can, she can message you when y'all need to talk or whatnot. Let her know she was missed today. I was gonna message her after we got done today. Which I probably will. Ooh, look at this. Hold on a minute, Julie. I got to show you this. We're gonna I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm just over here happy. You ought to see the texture. There you go. Look at the texture of that paper. And this is the paper that we're ripping. We were thinking it was going to how it sounded and how textured it is. And this is not bubbled. This is all just plain put down there. That's the way the paper is. So you can see the texture in it. It is so cool. It really is looking good. I like that a lot. We're just going to have to be careful not to put too much of it out there. It's going to be my problem. Because if I like something a lot, then I tend to want to use a lot of it. I'm going to put this greenery down. I'm not using my water pen. I'm just kind of ripping it off. There. Then I'm going to put it right on the edge and make it look like there was a flower here that kind of got knocked off, which there was. We did cut it off. I'll just go down the center here. We've got to. Now, do you go live, Julie? Are you on YouTube? Do you go live? I thought I'd seen you go live a few times. That's why I'm asking. Got it too close to that blue. Thought I almost had a rip in that blue. Let me just gently get this done and get away from that. You're always in the chat? Here. Let me just gently put this here. There we go. Put that over there. Get me a paper towel right quick. Get it off the desk. We don't have anything. Our work area here. So I don't have anything getting sticky that doesn't need to be sticky. Okay, there we go. So right now, this is what we got. I just thought it'd be cool to put this different way, mainly because, let me get this glue back out because that's not damn good. And because you want everything to look not looking so up and down in one directional. That is the one word I was looking for. We don't really want it the masterboard to be directional. We want to be able to turn it either any way we want to. Well, that's how I like to do it. I like to be able to turn this thing any way I want to and be able to use it. I mean, yeah, the butterflies could be flying upside down. That's okay. It doesn't matter, bother me at all. But what else do we have over here? We have been going at it almost an hour and 40 minutes. We've been busy. Busy, busy, busy. And what I will do is I will continue working on this even after we're offline and getting some more stuff on here. Time flies. Yes, it does. It really went quickly. And I really didn't realize how much time it really took for me to go through the napkins. I thought I went through it pretty quickly. So there's that. And then I didn't realize either how much time it takes to do this because of the napkins. You know, how fragile they are, and, you know, having to make sure that you keep your glue damp and all that takes time. It takes a lot of time. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and let you get off here. I will continue this and see how it goes, and I will show it to y'all on Monday. How's that work? I may jump on sometime this weekend and throw, a surprise live. I don't know. That's up to what we're doing. My husband and I are doing. So it has been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm going to continue working on this masterboard with napkins. And yeah, I pretty much I will pull some of the napkins that I have a bunch of and go ahead and use them. Some of the bunnies I've got 5 or 6 of. I might go ahead and use them. But thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. Thank you all those who are on replay. Appreciate you watching. Please give the thumbs up and everything else. Do all the YouTube stuff. I want to thank you all again for coming. And have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And I'll see you here on Monday. Bye, y'all. Bye, Julie. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.